Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Cone Dodger here. Welcome back to Formula 1 2017. We're done with Monaco. I again apologize for the errors in recording there in Monaco, but everything should be fixed this week in Canada. Let's continue our career and see where we're standing. Things might be different since we have completed the teammate rivalry challenge thingamajig. I guess we need to wrap up the Monaco weekend with the resource points and career points and all of that good stuff. We should have enough resource points to do a new thing of research, which I believe I already pinpointed as being one of the energy recovery systems. I believe the kinetic one, if I remember correctly. But yes, indeed. That brings us over 500. We actually already saw this at the end, where we completed the rivalry update. Or we completed the rivalry, we won the rivalry. How many times can I say the word rivalry? And we're just barely on exceeding expectations. Alright, all this is a repeat. Let's go to the laptop. Let us go to upgrades via the already tree. And we're going to stick with durability. Let's see. NG UK... I don't have anything on that, nor do I have anything on NG Store Wear 1. Yeah, Kinetic is stuck in my mind. That one is, they're both at 0, so let's go ahead and just do the Kinetic one, and we'll keep working our way up the tree in that way. Boy, you'd really have to stick with a team for a long, long time to get through this tree, wouldn't you? I guess they're trying to, you know, increase the longevity of the game. Seems a bit much to me. I don't know. I don't know. But alright, next weekend.
Hi, how are you today?
Pretty good.
The improved package has arrived.
Oh, great.
We're having it fitted in time for FP1.
Did you guys really have that done already?
Factory report.
Let's see. Yeah, they already finished that. Well, cool. Cool. Alright, that's very good news for us. Parts-wise, for practice, we're in a bit of a weird spot at the moment, because basically all of our number 2 parts at this point are very, very worn. We're going to be on the number 3 parts, which are still good enough. They're still good enough for Canada. The turbocharger was just about done at the end of that last race. However, I think it's still good enough to use for practice. It's the only thing that's going to be reducing our power, so I'm hoping it's good enough. I don't want to put wear on a brand new turbo. We're not halfway through the season yet, by any means. There's only 4 of these available. Let's try to make it last. Go to practice 1.
Here we are, live in Montreal at the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve, where the teams are making final preparations before today's practice session gets underway.
So there's a bug in the game. Recently there was an update, and one of the things that they seem to have changed is the force feedback settings, because last race I noticed the force feedback was way obnoxiously strong. Number 2 is, all the voices in the game are ridiculously pitch shifted. So the commentators, the engineers, Jeff, all of them, they sound like this. They sound like they're really...
We like to get a tyre wear program done on at least one compound during these sessions. We can get some good strategy and development information, so it's worth the effort.
Jeff doesn't actually sound that weird, but some of them sound really bizarre. So that's a thing. Canada, though. Canada, one of my favorite Formula 1 tracks, one of my favorite tracks in general. Really, really do like it. We, of course, want the increased top speed, and I'm going to change the brakes to a little bit more of a rear bias. Try and get some good corner entry, and we'll go out there and we'll do our track acclimatization, which I think we should be able to do very handily.
Okay, we'll alter the setup of the car.
Okay. Because, like I said, I know the place, pretty good at it. Should be a good weekend. Alright, here we go. Oh, with a very, very difficult hairpin. Very easy to overdrive. Long straightaway. top speed is everything here, so really going to be pivotal that we have good parts for the race. Still getting a bit of that force feedback kick. Ooh, a little bit loose on entry. I may have gone too far with the brake bias. But hey, now's the time to learn. I'm also, ever since the update, getting some pretty significant frame hitching. This is not a matter of like poor frames per second. This is a matter of the game hitching or just stopping motion for a second or so randomly. It was real bad in Monaco. And in the audio that you missed out on hearing was a lot of me saying, what did they do to this video game? Because it was so bad. Hopefully it's not as bad here. It's still showing to be real bad. Ooh, I missed this one. Missed it a bunch, and we went off track. Gotta find a braking marker there. If it's still real bad here, we'll change graphic settings. But hopefully it's not as bad. I don't expect this to be nearly as graphically intensive of a track. A little wide there. Here. I was a little late to the DRS because I hit it actually too early. Okay, everything but chicane number 2 we hit really well. So I think we can definitely do a purple here.
Good work. You seem to have a solid handle on the lap. Let's try and perfect each turn.
We'll try.
Remember that chaining good corners together will give you a consistency bonus.
I like consistency bonuses. Okay, ooh, a little loose there. I've not really driven this car much without the big wings on there. Well, big wings. Without full downforce, that's what I'm trying to say. Alright, let's not overdrive this one. Mucho better. Definitely hit purple in a bunch of them. That was a pretty good exit. A little loose out. Not really loose, but not getting the power down correctly. Good DRS engagement. This should be more than enough points as long as we don't end up in the Wall of Champions. Which I don't think we will. Very nice. Good score.
That's fantastic.
That
You
is
obviously
fantastic.
have a really good understanding of this circuit.
I already talked about that. Okay. Don't really need to practice getting on a pit road too much here. This is probably one of the easiest. Okay. Hopefully my voice lasts for all of this. This is the second race. Obviously, I'm recording in the same day. Done a lot of stuff today on voice, and if you don't know, I have some issues with my whole voice strength stuff, so that's why I seem to have a very structured approach to how I record and how I stream and stuff. It's a limited quantity, so it's got to be used wisely. Right. So now we're going to do tire wear. Should be pretty easy as well. Honestly, I feel like I considered going up on the difficulty. There was some talk about that prior to Monaco, whether or not I should or shouldn't be increasing the difficulty. There's going to be that argument either way. At this point, I'm very comfortable with where I'm at. There's so much additional parts failures and different other reasons that people, tire slide there, are dropping out of the races. And that kind of shakes up the field a bit. I feel by the end of the season, we're going to be taking so many penalties that if we're doing real well at the beginning of the season, things are going to even out by the end of the season. Not to say I'm not going to increase it at all from here on out, but for the moment I'm pretty happy. even if we are finishing a little bit ahead of where Renault probably should be. What I didn't get to talk about, or what I did talk about in Monaco briefly, but didn't get to share in the episode, is that I actually was able to catch the real F1 race last weekend in Malaysia, as it finally came to my head.
Practice program over.
Nice.
That's all we need
One
for
and
now.
done.
Return to the garage pronto.
But yeah, I was able to watch the Malaysia race. It was pretty interesting. And in watching it, the Renaults are actually decently competitive. I don't think they're nearly as bad off as some people were trying to make me believe. Palmer, on the other hand, the driver that I replaced, is not too great. So I think that kind of plays a factor into where my perceived position is. I'm going to say that I'm more a Hulkenberg than a Palmer. Yeah, I said it. Okay, we have 17 minutes left. Let's do the fuel saving one. Let's get this over with. I'm real curious about the qualifying run. I want to do that. Although I feel very good here, the fact that our car is down in performance is going to show most significantly here. If you're missing top speed, this is the place, or one of them, that's really going to show that as a problem, even if your chassis is pretty good, which I think this one is. I can't compare it to anything besides the 2016 Haas car. Whoa, a little loose on entry there. But that's not comparing it to anything because the 2016 cars are so much different. But I don't feel like every week we're fighting the same issues or anything like that. And that's where I would start to believe, you know, the chassis has an issue in one way or another. Versus the Haas of our 2016 season, every week we're fighting that car with transitions. This is probably my least favorite of these practice programs. It feels very, I don't know, anti-racing. I understand the importance and I understand why it exists. But it's almost like you gotta cheat to do it. Oh, we didn't get the time. Nor the fuel saving. Alright, we're gonna do another lap here.
Okay, you weren't quite good enough that lap. Try again.
I think that big slide in turn 1 really cost us a bunch. Yeah, look at the time we gained out of there. Now I can short shift a bit. Keep it in lower gear. Though I think these cars make so much power down low, and they're so fuel limited, that at low RPM full throttle, they can use just as much fuel as high RPM. You know, they regulate the rate of the fuel on these things so stringently. Whoops, little grass there. That by the time they're making peak power at high RPM, there's probably not a lot of fuel to go around. Okay, we have a lot of time on the table here. Ooh, I let it rev out. Forgot there was 8 gears. Oh, I tried to cheat it and I cost myself. Oh, that was stupid.
Need you to improve on that.
That was real stupid. I forgot where the start-finish line was, basically. Alright, I guess we're only going to get green on this, is what I'm seeing. That's just fine. Purple doesn't look like it's within our grasp on this. And, you know, that's part of the program, you know, that's important to know. Oh wow, I'm really going to push for this. That's why programs like this exist. They need to know per driver, you know, what kind of fuel numbers are we looking at. So obviously I drive a little bit more aggressively on fuel here. We may not do it this lap. We got a good exit. Short shifted. Oh, I missed DRS. Alright, but we're okay. Fourth gear. Little curve, little curve. Slow out of the last turn. It's gonna be close. Ooh, just barely. Just barely. Good fuel saving. No purple on that one. That's funny that I screwed up that other one trying to cheat it. I don't think I was gonna do it either way. There's 9 minutes remaining. We could do the qualifying pace one right now. And I don't see any reason not to. Yeah, I think we could do it. I feel like I'm warmed up enough. I mean, I should be. It's the second race I've done today. Alright, here we go. Open the DRS, but our lap won't start just yet. So let's take it easy through the chicane. Back to the gas as soon as we can. Brake right at the white there, that's a pretty good spot. We're already well into the green at the moment. Very nice. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be qualifying 15th here. I do not believe. Ooh, a little bit of grass there. Cost us maybe 2 or 3 tenths. Easy to do in that turn. A little bit of time loss there as well. Second gear for the hairpin. Ooh, a little wall contact on the way out. That's the way to do it. Seven tenths up. Hopefully that's good enough for the purple rating. Little loose out of the into the wall of champions.
Program complete.
Nice.
Good work. Head on back to the garage and we'll start
Target
going
11th.
over the
That's
data.
actually. Oh, target 11th, and our result was 5th. I like this track. What can I say? I also think the AI generally struggle at this track, or they struggle to match human capabilities at times. Well, that should do it for this session. Yep, 4 minutes remaining. We still have race strategy to do. Team objectives, informed strategy, 2 different tire compounds. We probably won't do that, but we'll do the race strategy one. I want to end session. There we
Our
go.
best lap so
An interesting practice session there then. Let's remind ourselves of the top 3, who are
Who are
Vettel,
they?
Hamilton and Valtteri Bottas.
Okay, I mean,
That concludes an
sure we are 5th, but that's on Ultra Softs and Super Softs up there, so I might be looking at like a 10th, somewhere in that range for qualifying, which is still really damn good, I'm not gonna lie, for a Renault at a fast track like this. Okay, new session. It's getting cloudy. That's the one thing that could really throw this race for us if it starts to rain at any point. That's going to be bad for us, because I don't see myself being as good here in the rain as I am in the dry. But let's go do our race strategy on the super soft tires. Let's see what it's like. Again, I would like to get the optimal purple thing done because lost a lot of resource points at Monaco. Need to gain as many as we can here. And it's getting very cloudy. No actual rain yet. This place is known for its rain. Okay. So this one's all about just hitting target lap times. And 118 should be very easily doable, I think, on these tires. Guess I'll get a good look here of the speed difference between the tires. Okay, yep, a lot less grip right there. A lot less grip. I think this is one of the first times that the softer compound actually felt the best. I don't deny that they're always the fastest. Sometimes they don't feel like the best tire. At least to the loose nut behind the wheel. You can see a lot of rubber down on the track. Very good track effects, that's for sure. Seemed like we gained a lot of time out of the hairpin there. Taking it nice and easy through the chicane. That was good.
You nailed what we asked for. Keep it up.
I will keep it up. Because I have to. Yes, I really like the way this track has rubbered in. It's actually providing me a little bit of a... oh no, a driver line, but I overcooked that turn real bad. Too many shifts. Alright, well. They pushed it a bit this lap. I don't know why, I just felt a little skatey there. Maybe I got some of those marbles or something. I also feel like I'm attacking the turns way too tight. Meaning I'm driving in it too sharp of an angle on entry. Okay, we gained a lot of time out of here last time. Let's see if we can do that again. We did. Seems to be our turn. Oh, I don't know if we're gonna make it. I'll try and push the chicane a little bit more this time. A little curve usage. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be super close. No, we're not gonna get there.
Okay, you weren't quite good enough that lap. Try again.
I will try again. Ooh, easy. Again with the too many downshifts. This is a third gear turn here. Please.
There's 4 laps of fuel remaining.
Fourth gear I think is good for this one. Helps me get down to the power. Feel pretty good on the brakes. I was a little worried about that rear bias, but I think it's actually working out quite well. I think that's one of the more common issues to have here.
Okay, super job so far. We're getting
That was a good
great
lap.
data. Stay focused.
A little wide there. Got the power down good though. Oh, that was superb. If I could keep doing that, that would line up some good lap times. Third gear a little wide, which means we're going to lose the back end. Gear. Missing that turning point just a bit there. This lap not quite as good. Marbles are really going back there. Boy, the hairpin. It's amazing how much time we're making up there. I wonder if that means the AI are going to be very slow around there, and we have to worry about hitting them. There's not much more annoying to me than when the AI are just ridiculously slow around one of the turns, but then normal speed around the rest of the track. Okay, we need to do this lap as well. Excuse me, sir. I'm doing a thing here. I'm doing a thing here. This is why I left your team. Slidey slide. Okay. I hate that I'm putting all this extra wear on the car. Ooh, that was wide again. I'm gonna have to push for the rest of this lap, aren't I? We have our turn. This is my turn. That did it. Oh, wrong button.
So far, our fastest lap is a 1 minute.
How did they get that out of wrong button? Okay, not a fantastic lap, but it does complete the program for us with optimal pace. This Haas must be on a qualifying run or something. They are all about me right now. Go ahead. No, they're on reds.
So far, our fastest lap is a 1:17.3.
Okay, so we've gotten 250 of 275 resource points. I'm pleased with that. Let's go ahead and end the session, and I think we're going to go to qualifying.
Quick look at the classification at the end of the session then. Here are your top three.
Pretty
Hamilton,
close.
Vettel and Daniel Ricciardo.
I've got more speed in this.
Thank
I
you
can
joining
for
us for
sure
free
do
practice today. We'll be back with
a
more Formula
16,
One action
possibly
very
a 15.
shortly.
We'll see. Oh, what do we have here?
Hey,
Hey.
looks like you've got a bit of rivalry going on out there.
Oh,
This is
really?
good. Gets people talking about you. Just make sure you outperform them, okay?
Huh. So not only is the pitch way off, but the sinking is way off. And our new rival is Felipe Massa, who is currently 8th in the constructor or in the championship with 28 points. Interesting. That's interesting. Let's see what our goal is then for qualifying.
Hi, it's Emma. Your qualifying goals came up in the board meeting this morning.
Yeah.
Here's what to expect.
Qualify 13th or higher and beat Felipe Massa. Well, I think that is very doable. I fully expect to be into Q3, and I fully expect to be, I would say top 8. I'm gonna go that high. This is my track. All right, there's our new rivalry stats. Interesting. Well, I'm glad that updates, because it was going to be a long season with no rivalry if it didn't. Go to Q1. I just lowered my mic volume in Shadowplay. Hopefully it's a little better. There might have been a little clipping there in practice. You
Hello
get out of
and
here.
welcome from the circuit Gilles Villeneuve, home to the
Villeneuve.
Canadian Grand Prix for today's qualifying session.
Qualifying indeed. Go to track. Okay, flying lap. I'm hoping to one and done this. I feel so confident that we're going to get out of Q1. I'm hoping to one and done, save some wear on the car. I didn't put the new turbo on. I just remembered that. Huh. That's going to be a problem. Huh. We can do it between sessions. We may take a penalty for it. Hopefully not. I don't fully understand how that stuff works. And the game has not done a fantastic job of telling you. Trying to read the FIA rulebook is headache-inducing. Hello, Ultra Soft Tires. I remember you and your amazingness. Ooh, very good again. I said if I could nail that turn, it would be a prime setup for a good lap. Puts a little grass there, though. We had a good exit. I am not displeased. Ran wide here. But still, if this is like a 16, we're in business. Perez doing a 15.7. Times may be dropping. Times may be faster than I anticipated. We'll see. That'd be terrible if I thought I was golden and it turns out we actually weren't in great shape. We should have more speed here with the turbo or the fuel mix settings all the way up. Wall champions. Crushed it. That's what a champion does. 15.9
You've moved up to P3.
is good. If this lap ends up being better, we'll see it out. If it doesn't halfway through, then we'll bail on it. Oh, nope, nope. We're bailing. Bail, bail, bail. Seems like it's a one and done kind of place. Although I ran these pretty good in... Oh no, I did just do one and done in the qualifying thing. Good information to know. We may have to shortcut these things. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little worried. We only have less than 4/10 on Hulkenberg, who is on the bubble. I guess it's actually 7/10. Oh, well, let's hope. I think we'll be okay, but if somebody gets a really, really good lap in here, we might be in bad shape. Hulkenberg just beat us. Oh, please don't get knocked out of Q1. That would be so sad. Okay, no, I think we're good. 9th and 10th, Hulkenberg showing some speed here. Bottas going out on the super softs, saving himself some ultra softs. Okay. This is all very interesting. I don't believe I can do anything about the turbo here. I would have to do it after qualifying, and I believe we'll take a penalty for that if we do. It is getting cloudy again, which is worrisome. We're going to go out here and do a flying lap. And we're going to hope that it doesn't start to rain. And we're going to hope we nail this in one lap. We did not really nail it on our one lap last time. But I'm worried we won't be able to change this turbo, and we need to keep the laps off of it. I'm not going to look at it now. I don't want to freak myself out. I got enough on the mind. Let's use a lot more of that inside curve. I think that's one area I could improve on. The car just came out. That's worrisome. Decently back to the gas there. Very nice. Stay in this grass. This is the turn we messed up last time. Much better here. And make sure we brake early enough for this one. Yes. Yes. Feeling good. Just a hint of a lockup there. A good last chicane and we'll be golden. That was pretty good.
That's P2.
15.2. 15.2 isn't as good as I hoped, by any means. Now, I'm not going to use these tires for another lap, because tire wear looks like it's going to be very, very severe on these tires. I see Hamilton out there on super softs, leading me to believe there's some cars that want to go out there and do a backward strategy. So we did a 15.2. Hulkenberg did a 16.0. I'm not particularly happy about my lap.
You're doing a great job.
I feel like I left a lot on the table.
To be.
Yeah, but I don't think we're gonna stay there. I don't feel confident at all that we would stay top 10. I'd really like to. So I'm gonna take a risk. If we do need to change the turbo between sessions and take a penalty, then we want to be as high up the field as possible. So let's go ahead and do another run on another set. So we need to go to setup. And we need to go to tires. Oh, we have the set saved for us, yes. Let's see, we did 5% wear. That's not a lot, actually. I could have been exaggerating how it was feeling. Alright, go to track. Flying lap, give it another try. Why not? Okay, deep breaths. Really focus here. Press. Oh, it looks real bad. 86%. Nope, that turbo's not going to last for a race. Now, it was said to me that I changed an engine part between qualifying and the race at some point, which went against the Parc Fermé, and I wasn't penalized for it, and everyone was very baffled by that. I guess we're going to see here if we get it. Or if the game's not accurately modeling Parc Fermé. Pretty good. Just a little slide. We finally made it into a green delta. It's important to remember the team is only asking for us to be 13th. So it's not as though making Q3 is everything. I just really felt like we could. And with the power of a turbo that's working, it would have been much easier. Big hop there, but I felt like I had to. Oh, we're not much better, if any. Very, very little amount. I think we're really losing power at this point. Not a great exit. Gotta make up for it by getting back to the gas as soon as we can. Okay, that was a great Sector 1, but I overcooked that turn. And you see I paid the price for it. That was stupid. It's real close. I seem to be pretty consistent with my lap times. Those times are just not good enough. I don't know if there was any on the table in the last chicane. Well, we're about to find out. I could not have braked any later. Gained about a 10th. Hopefully that was worth it. And hopefully it was enough. We're about to find out. Okay, session info. 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. We're in 6th place. Let's advance. Let's go to the timing screen. Do it. And accelerate time. I don't feel good about it. I really don't. But we shall see. Okay, we're still 6th. Nobody's improving. Maybe the track was slowing down. Did Massa make it? Massa did make it. Okay. Who is our rival? We're at a 15.077. Pole is at a 14.2. Hamilton has not put in a lap time yet, basically, because he qualified on the Super Softs. So he could be in the 13s, really. We'll see what we can do in Q3 here, but anywhere in the top 10 is a good result. For sure. Okay. Turbo is probably going to explode after our one lap here. We'll see what we can do. We're fighting being down on power. The driver, team engineer, crew chief, car engineer, engine engineer, basically me, really made a bad call there to not change the turbocharger, and I'm having to live with the ramifications of that. Trying to make the most of it here. Let's see if we can do another 15-0. Weather has changed a bit on us again. Hoping for more grip, but it doesn't feel like it. Oh, I had to lift there. That's not good. It feels like a little less grip right now. .14.3 from Vettel. A good hairpin. This is only a maybe 16 lap though. Did not feel too good. We'll give her another go. See if she holds together. Well, that was a pretty good gain. 13, 14. That was a 15, 15.5. Not too bad. Okay, better exit there. Well, not the same, actually. But we didn't have to lift there, so we gained some time. Big improvement there. Too many shifts, but well recovered. We might be in the 14s here. Very good back to the gas. Come on, Turbo, hold together. Not too shabby. That'll put us well up the field, I think. 14.7. I am proud of that lap. That was a very, very clean lap with an engine that was fully operational. I think that could have been really competitive. Alright, cool. I think we're done. I'm not going to go ahead and blow up the turbo. I don't see any reason to do that. It's just going to put more wear on the rest of the engine, right? Why bother? Alright, session vote. I'm not even going to accelerate time. I'm just going to end the session. And we'll see what happens.
As we wind down from the excitement of qualifying, here's a look at your top three.
P3!
Vettel and Renault. Goodbye for now then, but we're really just getting started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out.
Man, why couldn't they give us nicknames? The old games used to give you nicknames so that they didn't just call you Renault. Whew, okay, well Hamilton's slowed down a lot on the Ultra Softs, surprisingly, but he'll be starting the race on Super Softs. Where will we be starting the race? I am not sure. Did we just way outperform where the Renault should be? Absolutely. But this is my track. If there's one place where I would expect to just absolutely excel at, it is here. I'm Very glad that we did as well as we did. But we may be inching that difficulty up a little bit more, just so we're not like doing crazy stuff. We'll wrap up the practice and qualifying session here though. And honestly, if we're not mirroring real life, that's okay. I'd like to be close, I'd like to be competition, but I gotta be honest, so far, doing what we're doing and doing the settings that I'm doing, this is the most fun I've ever had in a Formula 1 game. So that makes it hard for me to do dramatic changes. Having fun is very important. Okay. There's more resource points. Not enough for 500 though, that's a shame. We did beat Massa. Did he have us in any sector? Sector 2. Interesting. Okay. Team's gonna be happy with us. We're back into good purple range. And we're ready for the race, so stay tuned tomorrow for that.